Good morning, my fellow yoga travelers. Mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. Happy birthday out to you, Tracy, in Minneapolis. Anyway, it's Wednesday. It's my bad joke day. Oh, God, yeah. These four guys are walking out in the desert. Frenchman, a German, Mexican, and a Jewish man. And they're dying, they're trudging along, they're schlepping along, it is so hot. And so the Frenchman says, Sacre bleu, I'm so thirsty, I must have a Pinot Grigio. The German guy says, Ach du lieber, I'm so thirsty, I need to have a Stein of beer, I must have a Stein of beer. And the Mexican guy goes, Ay Chihuahua, I'm so thirsty, I need some tequila, I must have some tequila. And then the Jewish guy says, Oy vey mir, I must have diabetes. A little hypochondriacal jab at my people. There you go. All right, we're heading down to the last one or two more disappointing affirmations, and then we're gone. Yeah. So what do I have to say to my friends out there who poo-poo the positive way? Fine. This is it for you. Take things one day at a time. One miserable, soul-sucking, excruciatingly painful day at a time. That's like your 12-step program. All right, for my journal writing friends, whether it's psychologically you write this in your head, or you literally write it out, or you want to talk to me about it, I'm always welcoming people who want to do that. So how do you replenish yourself? How do you reset? How do you get ready for the next round without burning yourself out? But the flip side is also, how do you deplete yourself? Really important. Later on, we'll look at that important thing and how to know, how to recognize. How do you replenish yourself? How do you deplete yourself? You let me know how you do it. I'll pound it back to you, let you know how I do it. All right, now my teacher says that basically yoga is about oneness. Yoga creates oneness within yourself, unity within yourself, oneness between ourselves and others, oneness between ourselves and nature, and then ultimately oneness between ourself and the spirit. It unites the individual soul with the universal soul, Jivatman with Paramatman. Long-time yoga teaching. Now, my rabbi reminds us that our brain is like an archaeological dig. It has three distinct layers. There's the reptilian level, which is the cold-blooded survival level. It just needs what it needs for food, shelter, some kind of reproduction or passing its genetic material on, and that's it. Second level is the cerebellum, the limbic brain. This is where we release the social part of ourselves now. We get territorial. We want to defend. We're habit-driven. And we stick to our turf with the tenaciousness of a dinosaur. But that's where also pair bonding comes in. And then you get the neocortex on the top, the part of you that's the thinking brain, the analyzing brain, where your verbal skills come over, rational thought, problem solving. Unfortunately, we're raised in a culture where we're getting a meager diet, and that diet is lack of critical thinking and skepticism, mistrust of other people and of ourselves. So these are the three brains. They're like three departments in a corporation, except they don't communicate well with each other. And part of practicing yoga is that you unite all of them: your instinctive brain, your emotional brain, and your rational brain. So bring them all together, and then you have the harmony, the integration of what's possible for a human being. Now, of course, part of our psyche recognizes things in terms of what I call dialectical oppositions. That's built into the structure of your psyche. We know how to separate things from light and day, up and down, left and right, in and out, front and back, and so forth. And then we face this ultimate paradox, that the cosmos preserves right order, and chaos dissolves right order. And it goes back and forth between moments of equilibrium and homeostasis and moments of disequilibrium and a lack of integration. So pay attention to that. You won't be so wowed by it when you see the shifting or the fluctuations from one end of the spectrum to the other. I know we say the middle path, find the median plane. Easy to say, hard to do. Now, for my older folks out there, which includes all the people who are either my age, older than me, or heading towards my age, just remember that within us all, archetypally speaking, is an ancient, ageless, patient, deep mind that is always looking out for us and taking care of us like a kind grandfather or a kind grandmother. So I hope you all find your own way as you search to understand what the decline in your own life and health mean and how that affects your power. But there's other powers that develop when the physical power starts to wane. It's the power to love. It's the power to be loved. It's the power to appreciate the simple gift of being alive. Because once that's established, it never leaves us. So life is unique, and we might be willing to give it all up, walk out on it, go to the ashram, just based on the strength of your I can't take it anymore. But on one level, it's good in terms of your dedication to the goal. If you want to be that intense, fine. But it's not so good in terms of your selfish greediness for enlightenment. Like we say, when the mind wants to break its link with the world, it still holds on to one thing. So, normal attainment at the beginning is spotty, momentary. If there's any kind of perfection, it always happens gradually. And if it seems that there's been a quantum leap, an amazing shift from one state to the next, it's probably because a lot of work has been done before that, leading to that. So, every one of us has a unique opportunity to establish, just for our own life, the precise qualities. With scrupulous care, we have to reveal what is susceptible to improvement. If we don't see how we could be better in how we put ourselves out there, or a deeper understanding, then a lot of the potential lies fallow. So again, you can call that insight, you can call it equanimity, you can call it meditation. You don't have to call it anything at all. It just has to do with paying attention, seeing what's there, and when you realize there's things that could be better than they are now, you work towards it. All right, so also one last shift here for the affirmation people out there. It's so easy to judge other people and see aspects of their personality that we don't like, or choices they're making that are self-destructive for them or for those who are involved with them. But you can't pound anybody into being what we consider the right person. You can see they may get lost in the roles that they play in society, the persona they wear, but that's not actually who they are. So if you can learn to, what I say, beat the drum of magnificence about what you see in the other people, and be able to take delight in them and not just criticize them. Anything that they do differently than you can find a way to say, that is so unique, that is so creative, that is so how not I would do it. And it opens up the relationship, and then those people don't feel like you're judging them, but you're appreciating them. All right, so as we end the day today, just remember your subconscious takes you at your word. So watch out what you repeatedly say, because that will tend to will out if you keep saying it. Have a great day.